Hey y'all, I'm back with a super quick Traveler's Notebook process video, and I'll be using the June 2017 hip kits for this particular spread. And I'm taking my little DIY notebook that I created, and I'll link down below the video to that, or where I actually created that and showed you guys how I did that. I'm starting by adding a little, well actually, let me just kind of start here. When I created the notebook, I added vellum in maybe one or two places, and so this particular spread has a piece of vellum, so I'm just going to leave it as is. I really like the way that that looks, and so on the left hand side I added a piece of pattern paper, and that pattern paper is exclusive to the Hip Kit Club. And I have the photo of my daughter that I'm going to use. It's a little grainy as far as the quality, but that doesn't bother me. It was an extra photo that I had, so I wanted to use it. And I'm trying to figure out at this point what ephemera pieces I want to use. I know that I'm loving all of the different Vicki Boutin, I hope I say that correctly, Vicki Boutin collection pieces, and then also the Pink Fresh Studio Dream On collection. Now I am cutting up my photo around, or to fit into this particular frame, and I actually didn't cut it the way that I wanted it to, and so I have to pull it up and try again, and it ends up being just fine. And I've also pulled a piece that says Go See the World, and I believe that was a cut apart piece from the 12 by 12 pattern paper. And so I pulled that, and another piece of, it's the Dream On collection if I didn't mention that, and then another frame from the Vicki Boutin collection that I'm going to layer behind that cut apart piece. So I'm just kind of laying out some of the ephemera pieces, and what I'm doing is I'm just kind of sifting through them, and I'm going to put the ones on the right side. Those are the ones I'm thinking about using. And so at this point I'm really liking, and I guess I'm sifting through more that are kind of off camera, but to just see if there's anything else that I may want to use. So far, like I said, I'm liking the way that it's coming together, but I know there's still quite a bit of a process to go. So I'm going to add some adhesive and add it straight to the vellum piece. And then on this one, I really loved the way that it looked just as is, but I just felt like it needed something behind it. And when I pulled a 3x4 Project Life card, I really, really felt like that made a huge difference. And so you can see here I'm like thinking about what I want to do, and I haven't quite figured out if I want to use these stickers, and maybe I'm trying to figure out a title. But then I just realized I need something to pop off that picture behind the background. And so I pulled my Project Life cards, and I found this little pink piece, and I loved the way that looked, and I thought for sure, you can tell it didn't take me long to figure out that I wanted to use that. And then now I can start with the rest of the embellishing portion. So I pulled these puppy stickers. I don't necessarily use anything from there, but I realized pretty quickly that I wanted a little pop of black. And so I decided that I'm going to use these stickers that came in our kit. And I'm simply just going to add the title, My Love. So I've got my title down, and now I'm going to start embellishing the right side of the page. And my first thought was I kind of wanted to just add some different elements and just make them look good. And then I kind of started thinking that maybe I'll put a little quote made out of some of the different pieces of ephemera. So it's kind of the idea behind what I'm going to be doing on the right side. So when I explained this on the Hip Kit Club Facebook page, what I said was I kind of went for a zigzag design. And what I mean by that is whenever I use like either a bunch of text in a row or a bunch of pieces of ephemera in a row that are going like vertically, I normally try to offset them. I normally try to connect them in some way, but also offset them so that they're not like just going straight down the page. And so I started with obviously the piece in the middle, and then now I'm embellishing around that. So at this point, I really like the saying from the Dear Lizzie Lovely Day collection that says always be kind. And then of course that leads into Go See the World, Reach for the Skies. And then I'm looking for an ampersand, I think, because there's something that I want to use that says, I want to say B, it says BU. And so I decided pretty quickly that I wanted to use that, but I didn't know if there was another ampersand anywhere. And luckily, I found this circular ampersand, and that worked out perfectly. So I love kind of how all of that came together. And at this point, I'm going to add another star, and this is from the Dream On collection. And then now I'm trying to figure out what I want to add. I almost just felt like that needed something underneath my title. And so I'm going to add this little label that has adhesive on the back, and that's also from the Vicki Boutin collection. And then I am going to, let's see, I know that I want to add a little sticker, and I added that right next to the word my, and then I want to add another little sticker right on top of that label. And once I do that, I just decide that I want to add just one little piece of an enamel shape, or one little enamel shape, and I just used a triangle and I pointed it to the right side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process. That's pretty much it, and it's pretty simple. I love the way that it turned out. I'm going to kind of flip from the beginning so you guys can see where I'm going with this, but I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend, and let me know if you have any questions or thoughts. Talk to you later. Bye.